Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Underground stream. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Monarch Ep.3, and we're going to be hitting some comic book talk and a little bit more of kind of what's going on right now in these industries and all that kind of fun stuff. But first, let me say a quick hello to Tommy in the Guinea Pig Collective, my co-host, and he's the pig who likes to nibble toes. What's up, buddy?
It's just one of those days. Every day I look around and I think to myself,
how many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yep. Every day. Well, good to have you on, Tommy.
Always a blast. Always a pleasure to be here. I'm glad that I got enough of my how to put it? My physical ailments slightly under control to be here.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here. I know you've been suffering through some pain right now, but just try to hold it together. Anytime you got to go, you just let me know. But again, tonight's not going to be a super long one. It's going to be about an hour, maybe hour and a half tops. But we're going to try to stay on YouTube because I didn't set up the Rumble side of it. We hit a lot of the spicy conversation last night. If you haven't seen that one after the stream, go check it out. There was some crazy stuff happening in the world, but we covered that in depth, and including a video from the WEF, which was pretty hilarious. So, but we also have a comic book creator on panel as well, another one aside from me, and this is Russ Leach. He is the creator of Only Death Could Save Us, and he's got a new project coming out next year as well. How you doing, Russ?
Fine. Yeah, good. Thank you very much. Great to be here. And if it makes you feel any better, there's plenty of arseholes over here as well.
Oh, yeah, there is. You got a new king.
They're everywhere. Yeah.
Thank God. I thought you were going to be so reserved at first that you just let it. I like this guy. Can we keep him?
Yeah, no, he's a good dude. Yeah, it's been a minute since he's been on, but I know we've all been going through work stuff, family stuff. Life gets in the way of a lot of things, but always happy to have him on. He always has good insight too. So, hell yeah, man, happy to have you here.
Thank you.
We're gonna kick it on over to Bad Take Bojan. How you doing, Tina?
I'm doing great. Thanks again for the invitation. Like I said, I absolutely love this stream. It kicks off the weekend for me. It marks the end of a work day, and those are both beautiful things. So
I'm happy to hear that. It's always a blast to have you on. And speaking of another blast to have on all the time, we got Trina from Real Horror, another fantastic individual, a great friend. Trina, how you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Happy to be here. Happy Friday to everybody.
Happy Friday indeed.
Yeah, looking forward to the stream.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been wanting to talk about the Godzilla one. I zipped through it again today because I saw it last week. I'm looking forward to talking about that because there's some really great stuff and then there's some classic Hollywood stuff that's happening in this. But we'll hit it. So far, still, it's more on the plus side than the minus side, I would say. But we also have another guest on. We have superfan Adam Shawhan. How you doing, brother?
Doing pretty good, man. Just the wife just got home from the trip and the puppy run, so everything's safe there. So they're a little more loud than normal, but yeah, they're kind of quiet and down. So yeah, happy to be here, brother.
You're looking a little pale today.
Just thought I'd put my Joker face on for you, Vinny.
Well, thanks, buddy. And Adam knows what's up. Look right behind him. He's got that beautiful artwork on the wall. Look at that stuff. He's got some Vinny collection, which is amazing. Man, Adam, you're fantastic, brother. And again, we have some other fantastic people out there in the chat right now. Let me say a quick hello. Toy Mafia was first one in tonight. Superfan Adam Shawhan, Iceman Modeler. What's up, buddy? If you haven't seen this guy, go check him out on Twitter. He does some beautiful work. He's doing some. Actually, he's working on a Spaceballs piece, which is great. He's doing the Darth Helmet character, which is.
Whoa! Wait a minute here.
What?
Did he get permission? I don't think he got permission right here. See,
Listen, I don't want to get
you're
anyone
going
in
to have
trouble.
to talk to the real Darth Helmet and get total permission. We are not going to allow anybody just taking our name. No, I'm just fucking around. His name really is Darth Helmet, though.
Oh, I know. Dude,
It's
yeah,
true. It's true. It's damn true.
Yeah, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. I mean, he's not kidding. He's got a collection of guinea pigs, and it's awesome. Those guys they're better than people. We say it all the time because it's true. And don't forget, folks. There's going to be an awesome T-shirt coming soon as well, with a good old guinea pig on it. So keep an eye out soon.
Exclusive artwork from Vinny.
That's right. Yeah, for people on Tommy's channel as well. He's got some good stuff. Because we're streaming on both channels tonight. Because we're covering the Monster Legacy, the Monarch, the series on Apple TV. So, but keep scrolling. Keely Chow is in here tonight. Curtis YZ, what's up, bro? We have the CJH Entertainment in the house. What's up, everyone? Planet Tobor TV, what's up, man? Always awesome seeing you. Did you start watching it yet? By the way, because I know you mentioned it last time. And we told you where it was on, but give us the heads up. If you have seen it, you want to pop in, just let me know. I'll drop you a link. Russ was saying hi to everybody. So was Trina, Cotton.
And what's going on? What's going on, Curtis YZ? I'm not sure if he's on. Is he in both chats or just one? Curtis, I see Curtis over there on my channel. CJH Entertainment's over there as well. And hey, what's going on, man? Comic book black belt sitting there hanging out on my channel as well, and Papa Cotton. What's going on, peeps?
Awesome.
Hi, everybody in the other chat.
Go ahead. We are a chat divided.
Yep, we are a
We're
chat
coming together
now.
tonight. We're coming together. We're going to be talking about some good stuff. Immortal Coil's in the house as well. How you doing, man? Bad Take Bungeon was also saying hi to everyone. Before we jump into all that, just another quick plug for really awesome new project I got out here. Yeah, Adeg is in the house as well. How you doing, Doc? For those who have not seen it yet, or if you've been on the fence, please do not get cold feet. Jump into this as soon as you could. The Art of Vinny T, Volume 3. Another brand new project. You guys wanted it, so I put it together for you guys. This one's 64 pages. It is complete. Unless we hit the stretch goals, and I'll add more pages. I got a number of things kind of ready in case we, by some miracle, get to those numbers. It would be awesome. But I know times have been tough lately on everyone. So, do what you can. At the very least, grab the links, get them out there on social media, let people know about. We got more projects here. Yes, we still have volumes 1 and 2, but there's only about 20 copies left. So if you want them, the best way to do it is grabbing that bundle.
What you need to do is you need to be good boys and good girls, and you need to support this good project. I mean, he's a good buddy of mine. He doesn't keep any heads in his refrigerator, I promise. Support his book. Do it now.
Oh, man. But we do have some great stuff here. And let me tell you, it's loaded with drawings, inked pages, fully colored illustrations, a bunch of covers and pinups that I've done for other creators as well. Kind of like, a little bit of everything in this one. That's why it's bigger than the first two. The first two were about 52 pages each. This one is 64 with a chance for even more pages. And, there's not much you got to do other than support it and get the word out so we get the numbers up on all this stuff. We do have a bunch of original artwork for sale on this campaign as well. So you just scroll down the tier side. Whatever piece that you do pick up, you will be getting a signed book along with that. So, please jump on it. We had a couple pieces had sold out already. They're one-of-a-kind drawings. I put them like on sketch covers or on just like on backboards as well to keep it more manageable for people's collections and for shipping purposes.
Jesus Christ. You know what, Vinny? This is driving me nuts. Like, I mean, you got these one-of-a-kind drawings right here, and you talk about once they're gone, they're gone. And every time you say it, all I hear is Vince. We can't do this all day. I need that clip.
Yes, get that clip ready. I'll play the trailer really quick, and then yeah, we'll jump into everything. Hello, everyone. This is Vinny Tartamella, and this is Art of Vinny Tartamella, Volume 3. This book will be 64 pages. I am the creator of Shadow of the Kraken, creator of City of Venus, Dead City, co-creator of Through the Woods, and I have a ton of amazing projects. This book is going to be loaded with awesome drawings, sketches, super detailed ink pieces, and full color illustrations. And as a bonus, I'm going to have a sneak peek at City of Venus, Dead City 2 in this book as well. So a couple of awesome pages and panels and things to whet the appetite. I hope you guys will stay tuned for that one. That book is going to be 52 pages. You guys wanted more story, more artwork, so you're going to get it. So thank you so much for all your support. Again, this book will be 64 pages, so bigger than the first 2 volumes. Back this book today. Yeah, we have a ton of great pieces in here. And like I did say, there will be a preview of City of Venus 2 in here as well. A couple of little sneak peeks towards the end of the book. So I want to make sure people know that, yeah, I am working on that one. It's going to be a much bigger book than the first one, around 52 pages. It might even be a little bit more than that. So, yeah, right now we're just kind of, I'm figuring out some other stuff because there's a couple other really cool elements I want to put into that book. So yeah, and of course I'm doing all the artwork, so it's taking some time. You know, I don't have a team behind me. I'm just one man. So
Unfortunately, you have a full team of guinea pigs behind you, but we are not adept at using pens and pencils.
yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you. So
And the dogs are saying, "Hey, man, we got no thumbs, but we're all paws."
Yeah.
Oh, a funny note on the Conan image from one of the previous art books.
Yeah.
I always remember flipping through, you know, showing them to my husband and the kids, and I'm like, this one's so amazing. I mean, look at the detail in the sword. Look at this. Look at that. And Mr. Bojan's like, look at the boobs. And my sons are like, all of a sudden they're more interested. They're like, oh, wait.
Thanks, Mom. This artwork's fantastic.
Real quick, what's going on at Apex Comics? I see Apex is in my chat over there. What's going on, buddy? I hope you're doing well. What's up, Lurch? Good to see you, Lurch, man. I hope you're doing well.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like I said, yeah, we are streaming on both channels tonight. Because, yeah, let me present the screen so you'll see what we're talking about tonight. And it is episode 3 of Monarch, The Legacy of Monsters. Who wants to start with this one?
You know what? I want to delve back into something that I started last week. Okay. Because, you know, that shit bugs me. Misery Tubers just absolutely just rile my last freaking nerve. So I'm going to talk about this scene right here.
Yeah.
So Godzilla in this episode comes out of the water, and it's a little bit of an extended scene what everybody's crying about. Like there's a few people that claim they're Godzilla experts, and that's not happening in the intro for the 2014 movie. The 2014 intro was a series of clips in the beginning of the movie. It was not meant to be a perfectly unending timeline. This was clips, segments. It was showing you clips of what happened at that point. And they show Godzilla come out of the water, and then they go straight to the bomb, drop it. And it's like, oh, well, they were testing the bombs on Bikini Atoll, whatever they're trying to say. Guess what? If you watch the 2014 movie, which I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys, if they have watched it at all, they haven't watched it in so long they don't remember the story point. So I had gone back through and I rewatched it to make sure I knew exactly what I was talking about. It's called doing your homework and doing a little bit of research. It doesn't take much time. Even if it's a 2-hour plus movie, it doesn't take that much time to sit there and watch it. You enjoy this stuff to begin with. So I go through the whole movie, and towards the 2014, near the end, they're talking about when they bring in that atomic bomb that they want to drop. And they say they want to use it against Godzilla, and then Saragawa says, well, it's going to make no difference. We tried it before. He says the one we tried to kill him with in 54 is nothing compared to the one we're using now. Meaning that they had planned it to specifically use against Godzilla on Bikini Atoll, which means that thing would have been sitting there waiting for them to activate. And back then, it wasn't like you just pressed the button and it automatically went off. They had to use radio wave signals, which take a slight amount of time to get there. So there would have been a pause and a delay. There would have been a countdown. You could watch the old footage of when they were testing nukes over there in what was that, in Nevada or wherever, where they were testing them?
Yeah.
There's countdowns on those things. They weren't like, boom, there goes the bomb. No, they took time. They took time to set them off. And that makes perfect sense in here. Yeah, is it extended from what you've seen in an intro? Yeah, it is. But that didn't tell the whole story. And if you watch the whole 2014 movie, they say that this bomb was legitimately there to take out Godzilla. So it makes perfect sense. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry about your damn luck.
You are 100% correct, buddy.
Even if the only information you know about the bombs are from watching the movie Oppenheimer, they even demonstrate it right there. Not only was there a countdown for the bomb, there was the time difference between when the bomb went off and the light and sound waves, and then pressure hit the target. So
yeah. See, I mean, I don't know. Some people, I think they just want to cry on YouTube and on Twitter for the sake of it. Just if you can't comprehend what you watched, you need other help. That's all I got to say. or rewatch things again. It's that simple. But yeah, I thought the scene was great. What they did was pretty awesome, and it's kind of funny too. Like even what they did in Nevada, like all these people who were they were dropping these bombs and testing it and all that stuff. There's like virtually no protection other than eyewear, and like in history, like those people did not fare well. Well, farewell. But
Papa, yeah, apparently we are, because some people just don't get it though. I mean, this is one of the things we talk about real quick, and now I'm going to pass it off to Tina. This is one of the things we always talk about with a lot of these different franchises, that they pay attention to everything else that has been going on in the franchise. Now, while this scene is extended and is not what many people remembered in the intro, they are actually paying attention to the canon, because they obviously went back through the movie and realized, okay, this bomb was specifically to take out Godzilla. They paid attention to that, and I think that the way that they expanded on it did absolutely no damage. As a matter of fact, it actually enhances what you've seen in the 2014 movie. That's I don't see how people can look at this any other way. I mean, was there a few things in there where we talked about where it seemed a little bit girl power and some of it? Yeah. But by the third episode, you're not really seeing the girl power stuff. You're not. You're seeing they're relying on the guys now. And I think Kurt Russell's character, especially, I was not feeling well. I had nothing better to do, so I did take a peek at the fourth episode. What they have Kurt Russell doing in that fourth episode is awesome, and it ramps everything up about this show. The way the third episode ended and leads into the fourth is absolutely amazing.
All right,
amazing
good.
Shit.
I like to hear that, because I think he's a fantastic actor. But yeah, there was a moment in this episode where you have like the girl boss moment coming off the plane and all that, and I'm like, they better not get extra heavy-handed with this shit, because they started leaning a lot into it again. Yeah. But you're right. But by the end of that episode, it looks like it's going to be more action-packed and more fun. But yeah, go ahead, Trina.
Well, I was 2 episodes behind, and so I watched them both today, like just a little while ago, and I noticed that they were getting heavy-handed with the female empowerment, and especially with that woman that got off the plane, and she's like being all like an asshole to that guy. That has to stop. I can't stand that.
It doesn't feel natural to the story, and to what it was. Because again, we're not just saying it to say it. It's Monarch. It looks like it was like a branch off from the military stuff. It's still connected to that. We don't know where it is yet in the current timeline of things regarding this show. but from what it started, it's different from what it is now. And obviously, there's a lot more going on. They're keeping tabs on everything and everyone. So yeah, to have this I'm the boss nonsense, and that guy's just like a little peon that even like the bodyguard chick has to step up for him, was like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can't with that.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
here there is something in that where she kind of sticks up for him too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bodyguard woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
It's a point.
Well,
Once again,
minute,
Tommy, 1 second. It's a point that Trina and I had brought up on a previous conversation, because the person who's involved in the writing is Matt Faction, and he is the guy who's married to Kelly Sue DeConnick.
Well,
So,
I will say this. Once
cuckery
again,
is afoot.
once again, leading into the next episode, though, they bring that guy's character around a little bit.
Okay, that's
all
good
right.
to hear.
What gets me about hearing this type of behavior in women and how it's supposed to be now, socially acceptable to be a bitch. It aggravates me, and of course I'm going to sound old here, but it aggravates me because women like me in the early to mid 1990s, who was the only girl in the room of men coders, who was then training men 20 years older than me on how to use new technology, and the shit that I went through is what they're trying to portray in entertainment like this, and it's bullshit because it doesn't happen nowadays.
Yeah. This
so
is
it
true.
takes away from what I went through to then, compare it to now. But anyway.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right. They need to stop with that shit. But I'm glad, like Tommy said, that it's going back into the right direction. But yeah, I just say, yeah, there's just that little bit of time in that episode that kind of bothered me. And even like the way that the scientists acted in The Doctor in 54. That was completely out of character. That was too much feminism, empowerment nonsense too. That's not how she would have reacted. That's not how anyone would have really. The dialogue was just off on that. But again, you know how they are in modern days, and with their kind of just.
Well, I would stem the argument also that we have seen that kind of behavior before, and we've seen it way back in the 30s. And I always go back to that movie because it's one of the oldest ones that I know that I enjoyed. And when I was younger, was Gone with the Wind. Scarlett O'Hara, what a bitch! What an absolute bitch she was, and she pulled that same feminism type shit way back then.
Okay, yeah, there's an argument to be made then. But
but here's the difference, though, Vinny. And I think this is the biggest difference. Yeah, you've seen it with them fighting back against what, like Tina's saying, like how some people would come down on women in the workplace. She was fighting against that, but it wasn't just that was the entire thing of the show, was just her being a bitch fighting back against men. That wasn't what the whole, the whole synopsis of everything was.
No.
That was a small part of it, though.
Exactly. Yeah,
well, it's good to hear. We don't have Apple Plus, so it'll be a while by the time we get to to actually getting to see the series. But I'm loving your guys' review of it.
Yeah, no, it is pretty entertaining, and like Tommy said, I mean, it's only these small moments in there. It's nothing too heavy-handed yet, but it leans in that direction at times. But from what he said, he saw the fourth one. I didn't see it yet. We'll be covering that next week. But yeah, I am curious to see, and especially with that cliffhanger. That cliffhanger was awesome. I'll give it to them on that.
The way they wrap into it is amazing. Guys are gonna lie. I can't wait to talk about that one next week.
Dude, the special effects that's in this show, and the money and the artistry that went into it. Holy crap! Again, you're fans of like the MonsterVerse and all the stuff that they're doing. You're gonna love what's been popping up in these episodes. Because 3-4 episodes in, and we have some very big moments.
Another thing I think is really important for people that are into this kind of kaiju stuff is the fact that we're not just seeing rehashes of monsters that we've already seen before. We're seeing something new. Like in this episode, this is something we've never seen before. This is a new type of Titan. It's not as I would say it's not as big as Godzilla, not even
Yeah,
close.
it's definitely
but
smaller.
but it's definitely interesting, especially the powers that it has. It's very interesting.
That was incredible. I wasn't expecting them to do that at the end of the episode like that. Didn't know what the hell we were going to be seeing, but it was really awesome. And yes, Kurt Russell is fantastic in this. The opening of this episode, they go right from the previous one, where he's basically kind of escaping this almost like retirement home area with them, and you could see he still has connections and stuff. And he gets the doctor's grandkids basically out of there and away from Monarch as well, because they're being filmed and tracked throughout the whole thing while they're there visiting him, and he doesn't want to talk in front of them, and he's like, we got to get the hell out of here. And he had like an ankle monitor on that he removes, and it's like, they know we got to leave now type of thing. But it's really cool to see all this, and I am curious, like, if they're going to dive more into his backstory of how he even got there, because we see the younger version of him in 54 and stuff like that, and I believe in the 70s at one point. But I like how they did that with his real life son is portraying. They're playing the same character. So one's a young version.
His son does a damn good job though.
Yeah, he is a good actor. Again, if you haven't seen that one movie, the one with the Yahtzees, Overlord, I highly recommend that. That movie was fantastic. It starts off like a war picture and goes into like a horror picture. It's incredible because they play with like these science experiments that they kind of did, and there's certain kind of grotesque, overpowered monstrosities, and it's awesome. Very, very good movie. So definitely check that one out. But this was cool. This is a lot of fun what they've been doing. Good solid stuff, and I am curious to see how much of it they're going to be connecting into the new movie coming out. There's another Godzilla versus Kong.
Godzilla X Kong: The Fallen Empire, I think it's called.
Yeah, and there's like some kind of like alpha red ape or something like that. That is.
Yeah, he looks kind of like an orangutan. What's going on, Etep? What's going on, Decepticons? Keep the villain.
What's up, everyone?
Hell yeah! Cave of Comics and Toys. I keep forgetting it's not villains anymore. It's comics and toys. My bad.
Yeah, that's all good. But that, and we did. I think we played it on my Friday stream. The Godzilla minus was it -1? Holy crap, that looks incredible too. Completely separate from this.
Yeah, because that's 100% Toho and Etep Lakuian. Oh goddamn, dude. So he pops into the chat on my side is a hail Tima and Trina. Oh, and there's others on the panel too. Hi, what up, y'all? Pray for me as I'm watching the live action G.I. Joe tonight.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Don't do it.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching the live action. I'm gonna go back and watch the cartoon movie again instead. Etep, you're on your own on that one. I know Monday we're gonna be over on his channel talking about all the G.I. Joe stuff.
Yeah, but for real G.I. Joe, Vinny, I don't think live action counts. I say it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I say no to that. Although I will give them the Snake Eyes action figures, the ones that are in the same scale as the G.I. Joe Classified. There's a couple of really good figures in that line. You could get them for like $10 now on like Big Bad Toy Store.
No, don't waste your money. You can go to Ollie's and get them cheaper.
Okay. Oh, they have them at Ollie's too?
Yeah, $4.99 at Ollie's.
Oh, okay. For $5 cheaper. Yeah, go over there. Go to Ollie's. If you don't have them in your neighborhood, then contact the pick. No. The Snake Eyes figure is awesome.
Have you been looking for toys that have been overpriced? Have you considered going to your local Ollie's? I mean, it may be a half hour away, but the deals that you can get there are absolutely outstanding. This pig is damn near broke, and going to Ollie's keeps our toy room filled. Thank you. Carry on, Vinny.
Excellent, brother. Good stuff though. Anyone else want to chime in with the Godzilla stuff? Things that you liked on this episode, things that you didn't. We'll kick it over to Trina again. What were your thoughts on it? And did you stop on episode 3, or did you continue to 4?
I was tempted to go to 4, but no, I stuck to just 3, and I'll watch 4 next week. Yeah, no, my overall thoughts are, and sorry about that, my computer completely froze and I had to reboot.
That's okay.
But yeah, my overall thoughts are I'm liking the show, and I'm looking forward to more, and it's awesome to see Kurt Russell. I think that's the highest point right now in the series for me.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Same. It's getting good, and I do like they keep doing that time jump, so you see a little bit more of kind of how they got to where they are. And again, I'm curious to see how much we're going to actually learn about Monarch.
Well, I mean, I like how they did show you how Monarch forms, and it was because of the scientist, the other guy that was chasing things around in the rainforest, Rand, and then Shaw with his military connection. I mean, they do show the beginnings of how Monarch is created. But how does it get so out of control? Now, that's something I'm sure that they're going to be touching on in this series.
I agree. Yeah, I like to know. And I want to know if Charles Dance is going to make an appearance, because I liked his character in the Godzilla movie. And yeah, because this is all like 2014, 2016. They're in that kind of ballpark when you get more to the modern time stuff. So it's still before Kong showed up yet. But they did start the series off with Kong from Skull Island when he's swatting all the helicopters and all that stuff. So I don't know. Like I said, they're doing a good job so far connecting all this. And again, that Bikini Atoll whole segment, I like that they did bring that up, and like all like the bombs and stuff that were dropped there, because I think there was like in actual history like 23 that they dropped, and one they completely obliterated an island, one of the islands down there. Like it was gone, destroyed completely. So and they said it's still a very hot spot right now on the planet.
Well, it's really kind of scary because they bombed quite a few Pacific islands, and they didn't always do a perfect job making sure those islands were empty of humans.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting. Actually, there's an X-Files episode in early on in the show about the ashes from a bomb that were being mailed to the people that, or descendants of the people that chose the island and actually dropped the bomb. And it was supposedly like their ancestors coming back to, like, you know, burn these people to oblivion. It was a really interesting story, but it was basically a kid who was snorkeling off the coast, which of course he wouldn't have survived. But in this story, he survives the bombing, but his entire, people are obliterated. So.
Oh wow!
You know, for a minute there, Tina, I thought you were going to lead in, and this is where the modern democratic socialist comes from.
We're not doing Rumble tonight, so let's ixnay on that conversation.
You know, I love X-Files, and I can't figure out which episode you're talking about, and it's bugging me.
You know what? I will go back, because now that you say it, I wonder if it was, because I used to read the books too. I wonder if it was a book and not an episode. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. But see, that's the cool thing about, again, kind of all this creative stuff. And when they start to put some realism into that type of stuff, I think it adds a whole lot more to it. It feels more tangible as well. But hell yeah. And I can't wait for next week to talk about, again, the episode 4 and to see what they're going to do. Because, yeah, I was itching to hit that button. I had restraint today, so did Trina, but Tommy didn't. Tommy's like, no, I gotta watch.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I wasn't feeling so under the weather, I wouldn't have jumped ahead. But yeah, I was just feeling like absolute garbage, and I wanted something to pick up my spirits. And after watching 3, I was like, okay, I got to see what's going on in 4. And like, yeah, I was just blown away, and that helped lift my spirits a little bit. So
awesome, good
That's
stuff.
That's awesome.
Man. Yeah,
I was expecting Vinny to be like, yeah, and I've watched the 4th episode already.
Yeah, no, I said I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. But I should have. No.
I felt so guilty watching that 4th one, but then after seeing it, I don't feel as guilty anymore.
They've said, nope, not going to do it. Nope.
Because it was satisfying. So that's good. Awesome to hear. Awesome. I'm probably gonna end up watching right after the stream. But again, folks, don't forget I even have a sample copy of the book. So if you guys didn't know, this thing is pretty much it's going to be ready to go. Just as soon as the campaign runs its course, I need the money to actually go to the printers, and then we're going to be doing it. But right now, this is just a sample copy. Provided we get a jump in sales, I do want to add more pages and make it perfect bound. But as is, it would be just like the volume 1 and 2. So so I'm trying to keep them uniform. But again, if I add more pages, it's going to end up. I would like to have perfect bound on that too. So. But either way, like I said, grab the links, get them out there. I am one of the most trusted independent creators out there from the crowdfunding. This is campaign number 7. All my other campaigns were all released on time. Despite lockdowns, paper shortages, you name it, I was able to get books in your hands. So, I'm on, and I plan on continuing that. So, and I'm going to be doing a lot more work on City of Venus 2. And so keep an eye out for updates. I might do some more art classes soon too. I did set up another YouTube channel that's specifically just for that stuff. It's in the link tree on the description. So, but yeah, I do want to start talking a little bit more about comic books again, though. I did a video recently where I kind of talk about the mainstream, specifically the corporate mainstream stuff of Marvel and DC. And kind of why comics suck right now, at least coming from them. But I also did another review on like the Transformers book from Skybound in Image Comics, and that's more positive for sure. Whatever gripes is basically what I have with the art style. But again, I just give an honest review and critique of it. And I will be picking up the 3rd issue because I do like the story itself. There's still some charm to it. But I kind of want to get into that a bit. And Russ, you had seen the video, right?
Yeah, I saw little bits of it. I haven't fully watched the whole thing, but I know what you're going on about.
Yeah, because a lot of what they're doing now is just
it's that's why I chimed in with the term corporate comics, because that's effectively what they've become. They're just part of large corporations. People can talk about making money, and that's exactly what Marvel used to do. Yes, that's exactly what Marvel and DC used to do, but their business was making comics, and now that's just a part of some other larger business, and it means that the creative decisions are just not what they used to be. There are diamonds in the rough, like you were saying. There's that fantastic Conan run going on at the moment, and I've heard good things about the Transformers stuff, but in general, it's just dross.
Because what they're doing, it makes like no sense. I do have a couple of I got a couple of the Conans over here right now as well. And they are beautiful books. I know Stig, who's out on Twitter as well. Like, these books are great. The style that it's done in is also very reminiscent of like John Buscema. So this is it's over the top awesome. And it's like every page is loaded. Damn it, with the glare. Sorry guys, but like every page is like loaded with fantastic paneling, artwork, drawings. Like, dude, they're crushing it. They're doing such a great job with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a review on the ones that I have. I should be picking up the 5th one soon. Maybe tomorrow.
They're making everyone else look stupid, to be honest.
Oh, for sure. And it also slaps Marvel in the face because they had the license and they let it go.
They did, yeah.
They like destroyed it. Like, the first couple of issues on them were pretty fun for what they were. But once you start putting Conan goes and he meets the X-Men, or no, you guys just ruined it.
No. The problem that they have, this is my personal opinion, the problem they had is they've tried to make every kind of genre work through the lens of superheroes, and that's rubbish. It doesn't work. If you want to make a slice of life, if you want to make a gay romance, a heterosexual romance, a comic, like manga do it so well. They've got books about bloody golf and fishing. Like, you can make a comic about everything and anything and for everyone all the time. But superhero comics are about, superheroes beating the living daylights out of supervillains, and occasionally a relationship is involved in the story. But that's what superhero comics are. So give people fun, give people what they want.
That's exactly it.
And if you're brave enough, sorry to say this,
go ahead.
but they talk about diversity and about representation. If they truly had the courage and they were really interested in that, they wouldn't mantle swap people. They wouldn't try and insert their own views into, existing characters. They'd really do it properly. Back in the old days, if you had a brand new character, you'd stick them in a 2-in-1 or a team up, with Spider-Man. Get people to like the character and then let them off in their own title. That's what they should have been doing. All of them. That's what they should have been doing. But they didn't. They don't have the courage for it. They don't. That's not what they're really about. It's, at the end of the day, that's why I say it's corporate. It's all about boardroom antics and, what's being told from down on high. And that's pretty much entertainment across the board at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. Because again, I've been in office meetings and we've talked about stuff. And when I worked at with Todd McFarlane and kind of what we chose, like on the figures that we made and things like that. But to see how some of the decisions are made, it would kind of blow people's minds. And yeah, the when you get heavy-handed into the corporate side of things, holy shit, those people are all crazy. They are absolutely insane. And the stuff that they're doing, it's because again, because people, they want to make money. They're not trying to lose money, and because there's always that argument too. The thing is, they're getting support from government funds and things of that nature. There's things that regular people don't know what's kind of going on behind the scenes. So they're not worried about that stuff. And if they do close down part of it, they're going to have something else that's in the works for the people that are higher up. Everyone else doesn't really matter. Yeah,
it's also the corporate culture as well. I mean, it's rare that they take a chance on something new. And so that's why you get reboots and remakes and all kinds of stuff like that, and they don't go down a new road. And that's I was speaking to Roland Mann a little while ago, and he was talking about how books were funded. I think it was over at Caliber. And how different it is from Marvel. It's like the large publishers are about how much money can it make, and the smaller publishers are about can it make money. And it's all about scale. It's all about scale, and that's why independent publishers are so important, and independent creators are so important, because they create from the heart. They make books that you really want to read. They make books that connect.
A good point to that one is what Eastman and Laird did.
Yeah,
they started off as independent, and they created something that was completely unique, something completely different, and that's something that everybody was able to get on board with. And you know what? Even like early Marvel, they used to take chances with characters that they I don't know if people are going to accept this, but they did characters like when they started doing the whole 2099 series. They were extremely radical departures from the original characters, and like mostly not just in powers, but the way they looked and everything like that. They took a big chance on those books. And now look at most of those books now. Like a lot of people have a very fond remembrance of those books, but they were willing to take a chance. Now, some of the characters that they took chances on when, some of these people are screaming diversity, some of them didn't do as well initially, but later on they became a little more popular. One of the ones I remember from Marvel in particular was Night Thrasher. Nobody really gave a shit about that character when he came out, because he came out in his own little 4-issue solo series, and then they put him in, I think it was New Avengers or something. And then it was one of those, I think it was New Avengers. And then his character got a little bit more love, but yeah, they're not willing to take those chances anymore. They want to play the safe bet. They want to take an established character, and they just want to race swap it, gender swap it, identity swap it.
Yeah. Or even just put it in several pages of talking over a table with some coffee and some sushi. Yeah. It's just not fun anymore. You can put all kinds of stuff into books, okay, but make them fun and write them well and draw them well, and people will respond.
That's a great point, because there's stuff too where, again, you have these writers that are they're implementing their own poison into it. And that's another thing too. It's an epidemic in these companies. They're hiring people that want to put activism type stuff into these stories.
Yeah.
What they just did,
they're a platform. They're not a book. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sad because a lot of them too, like they'll have other stuff going on in other social media platforms and whatnot. And yeah, you're right. They're using their comics as another platform to voice their opinions and their views. I was just told recently that I guess one of the newest X-Men books came out, and they just destroyed Nightcrawler's backstory.
Yeah.
His father is no longer his father; it's his mother. What was his name? Azazel.
Something like that. I mean,
Azazel was the second.
It's because they're all blue.
The first one was a German. What was it?
Nightcrawler.
Oh. Well, he was like a German, like a fancy guy. God, I'm blanking on the word. Like a regal aristocrat. Yeah,
they're all fancy in Germany. Do you not know?
Well, come on, are they really?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, they're just down the road from me. They're all fancy. I know.
But yeah, that was the first version. Then they did a rewrite in, I forget when that was, like early 2000s, and now they're just redoing it again. And it's really stupid if you've seen the panel where Charles is like, oh, well, the way you remember it now may be much uglier than the real truth. Like, oh, okay, so you're basically saying this is just bullshit, and you're going to insert it anyway and say this is the official backstory just for diversity and agenda's sake. Like, get the...
It doesn't matter anyway. Retcons don't work.
Yeah.
Okay? They don't work. You have to write them really well for them to work. Okay?
Yeah.
And most are not written particularly well. Yeah. I likened retconning to the lazy way of using time travel in sci-fi books when they don't work. If you write a sci-fi book from the beginning as a time travel book, it can work really well. But if you just use it as a tool to get yourself out of a dead end, it doesn't work, and it just creates more problems than it's solved. And that's the same with this kind of thing. When you retcon something, you create more problems than it solves. Just make new stuff. Be brave.
Exactly, because now it's just the stupidity that's behind it. For those who didn't know, Mystique was his mother. Well, now we find out they changed that story, and she actually shapeshifted herself into that as Azazel character and got a woman pregnant. Now, here's the thing with Mystique. She could shapeshift, but she's not, the organs don't work the same.
Yeah.
When she turns into Wolverine, she doesn't have adamantium claws.
No.
What they did makes no sense, and it was disgusting and disturbing.
So hold on, I have a question. Now, I thought... Now, obviously, like you guys are going to know better than me, so that's why I'm asking you. So I thought when Mystique changes her form, I thought when she, oh my God, that comment.
Did you just read
We're
that
going from stuck to blow.
Yeah, from suck to blow.
Listen, when I first heard it, this was my reaction.
Not okay. How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trina.
Okay, so I thought when wasn't there a time when she shapeshifted and she shapeshifted into Wolverine and she did have his claws?
They weren't adamantium claws. They were the most that she could do was bone or have the appearance of it, but she could not cut through anything like him. Or
in the movie, Vinny, I could have swore the 90s movie that he cut through her blades.
Yeah, and she freaked because he cut her bits of her off effectively.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now he should have aimed lower. He would have chopped off another bit.
But again, this just comes back to lazy writing. That's what it is. It's lazy writing.
She doesn't have the plumbing of a man. So even if she shapeshifted, she couldn't do that.
It's lazy.
It is. It's lazy.
Things happen because I want them to happen, so I'm going to write them that way.
Exactly.
And that's the problem with bad writing.
And then they try to change history too, and they go, well, Chris Claremont always wanted to do that in the story, and Jim Shooter shot him down. I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit. And you wouldn't have even approached Jim Shooter with an idea like that. he would have probably fired your ass
Yeah.
like that.
Well,
But
Vinny,
even if they
he
did, they would have
though,
written it well.
Well, think of it this way, right? Even if they did, maybe there's a reason that he said no.
Yeah, clearly,
Yeah.
clearly,
It didn't do it. I mean, it's that simple, right?
because it opens up a line of questioning that's going to be very disturbing for families, you know. And again,
Well,
when
that's
it
what
comes,
they want. That's what they want. They want it
That's-
to be uncomfortable for normal people.
yeah,
They want us, like, they want us talking about this and saying how, like, it breaks lore and how it, you know, we don't want our kids subjected to it and stuff. They want this.
yeah. Well, it's like I said back in the day. That's why it wouldn't stand for anything. But you're right. They do stuff like this now just to be salacious, just to have people talking. And again, it's retarded. That's why I'm not even pulling up images of it. I don't want to see it. I'm just saying the example of the stupidity of what these people have done.
The thing is it's masked with the whole, they're talking about different genders and different sexualities and all those kind of things. But actually, it wouldn't matter if it was heterosexual. That's not what I want my kids reading.
Right.
Those books are not for kids anymore.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm a big fan of all ages comics. Okay, that was what I grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there were love stories, there were relationships between people. It happened, and it wouldn't have mattered if they were gay or not. That didn't come into it. Okay, it wouldn't have mattered. What mattered was they were well written, and they only went so far because that was all that was needed,
right,
in order to tell a story.
You need class, and they don't have any of that anymore.
No.
Yeah, like most of the relationships were surface stories. They weren't
exactly.
they weren't in depth because that wasn't what you were there for. You were there for the action and time profit. We were saying earlier, this is Trina's new thing. We are a chat divided because we are streaming both on Vinny's channel and mine at the same time. So some comments may not appear in your window.
Yeah.
I said hi to you, Time Prophet, in the wrong chat. So just letting you know, I acknowledge that you're there.
There is no wrong chat. It's all the right chat.
Come on, there is no wrong. We know that now.
There is only chat.
Right. But we're doing it for the Monarch series and for the toy streams. But Sundays, that's still, that one's just on my channel and on Rumble, and then Tommy has his on Tuesdays. So but it's cool. It's, again, we're friends helping each other out, and I think that's a good thing. We need more people doing stuff like that. It's a good time, a good conversation, and that's what I like to have. None of the drama nonsense. But again, in the stories, it's fine. Put your drama on the pages. I am curious to read the G.I. Joe one. I did pick up G.I. Joe. I got the first one. And Larry Hama, he did come back on this one. So he wrote this. And they are apparently connecting it directly to Transformers, which I think is pretty interesting. Because in the end of the second issue, spoiler alert, for Transformers, there is a Joe that's in there. And I'm curious to see how they're going to do this, because Robert Kirkman now has the license for both properties, and so far pretty good. I do have my full review. Go watch it after this. But again, my major critique is some of the art style, but that's just my personal taste. I'm sure there's people who love his style and they're massive fans of him, and that's awesome. I wasn't familiar with the artist writer. It's the same person, but not familiar with his work. And this is the first time I'm actually reading it. I think he's got good storytelling, good energy on the pages. It feels a little rushed and a little lazy to me. That's my gripe with it, because the source material, there's tons of it, especially for G1. Put more detail in there. Make sure you draw the people a little bit better. I know how it goes. I know we got deadlines and stuff, but if you need help, get that extra help, because you're working on a very big franchise, and people want to see it succeed, myself included. Always been a fan of Transformers, and I want to see a company doing it right. And so far, they're starting off pretty strong. So so we'll see what they do with all that. But I will be reviewing the Mark Millar stuff soon as well. There's a lot of good stuff he's been doing. I had read the miniseries for Nightclub, everything kind of leading up into his big game series, which was fantastic. Russ, I don't know, have you been reading any of his stuff?
No, not at the moment. No.
Um,
I've been too busy. Sorry.
Gotcha. No. It's trust me, it's the same. I
will
wait
go
until
and check it out.
Yeah, I've been waiting until the series is kind of done, and then I just read from one straight through because he's doing them in miniseries. So, but holy crap, yeah, great stuff in there. So,
Now, real quick, everybody else has stopped into the chats on both sides of the split chat divided windows, as Trina would call it. Thank you for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. I'm not creative. Sim, Dinks, Slayer over there on Vinny's. What's going on?
yeah.
What up?
What's up, everyone?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, Sim's
And
awesome.
now Trina's
Sim.
got Curtis saying hi in both chats because now he's typing it multiple times and he's like,
That's
shit,
what
it's
I
the
was
wrong
doing.
chat.
I wasn't
There's no
even
such
typing
thing.
your time.
Yeah, I seen it, Adam.
It's funny.
I see hail there and then hail again and
Even up earlier, like I was just doing it in YouTube because I was like, oh, I'll type on Tommy's, I'll type on Vinny's, and then I was like, hey, what happens if you do it on StreamYard? And it just puts it in both. I'm like, oh,
Listen,
nice.
It's the Friday Underground stream, so there's going to be chaos. It's going to be all over the place. It's just what we've been doing. So,
Well, it is Friday.
yeah, it's Friday, and it's a shorter stream anyway. So, we're going to be wrapping up soon. But yeah, guys, tune in later tonight. I believe Draven's going to be doing one of the wrestling streams at 8. He couldn't make it on tonight because he's still at work. But yeah, we should be hanging out over on his channel. Not sure if we're doing anything on Saturday, but Sunday we'll be back over on my channel. So yeah, if you guys haven't yet, please support my books. Russ, do you have a sign up or anything yet for the?
real quick, Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to let you know after Russ goes, you got a question here from I'm Not Creative.
What would have once the story's finished, I will leave me to do artwork if he's interested. You're gonna have to message me off air or on Twitter or something, because right now I am available for covers and pinup type stuff, but to do full books right now, that's just kind of, I'm relegating that just to my stuff. So if you are interested in a cover or pinup, something along those lines, then yeah, you could definitely reach out. But yeah, I got so much stuff lined up right now, and including another project that's right after Venus that I already have a good chunk of pages done. It's been on the back burner for a while. I kind of a little bit here and there. Russ would know too. In creating a lot of stuff, you get a lot of different ideas, and depending if you're working with someone else as well, which that other project is, you got to kind of figure out the time and getting to everything that you want to get to. But yeah. I'm kind of systematically going in a certain direction because I do have a connecting universe, but you don't have to read everything to know what's going on. But you're going to start to see more of what's happening, and certain books will have direct connections coming up. But I'll let people be more aware of that later on. As it is right now, like again, you just want the future story, you can get that. You want the pirate one, just get that one. But again, like all my stuff is still available. I got some of them here if you guys weren't aware of it. But yeah, we do have Shadow of the Kraken. It still ships. City of Venus, the first one's still shipping. And yeah, these are gorgeous books. The pirate one, it is 52 pages, perfect bound. Nice square binding on this one. It is fantastic. The artwork is, yeah. I'm very, very proud of this. And of course, you have the back cover too. But we got the quality, and I make sure, because I'm doing everything. If I'm going to be putting out with my name on it, you're gonna be damn sure it's going to be a fantastic book. So speaking of fantastic, let's take a look at this.
This is just a few pages. Nice. This is from Cull. The Shadow Kingdom, which was the first Cull novel by Robert E. Howard, and we're doing a faithful adaptation of that in the new year.
Oh wow!
Some of the inks from that, they'll have greys on them as well. We should be going to crowdfund in. There's a sketch for the color that's going to be a full color cover. It's going to be painted.
That's beautiful.
And we should be going to crowdfund in March, I think. So
sweet.
That's the kind of stuff that's going on.
I think we have a certain friend who is going to jump all over this book. His name is Stig.
So we're going in black and white because that's what we want to do. We want to. We're also looking at possibly a quarterly product later on in the year. So that'll be called the Atlantean. But that's what we're trying to do. Obviously, Only Death Can Save Us Book 3 will be coming to crowdfunding as well in the new year at some point. That's actually being distributed by Diamond now via our publisher. But obviously, the book that comes out to crowdfunding is unique. It's a special version for everybody who backs the book, and then it goes out for general release. But we're quite pleased with what's going on with the Shadow Kingdom at the moment. So there you go. That's what's coming. So if you want to sign up for that, you can go to russleach.com, and there's a sign up form there to be on the email list, and that should be coming out in the new year.
And Russ, be sure to put that link in the private chat, and we'll be able to throw it up.
Oh, great! Thank you.
Yeah. Please do that. Yeah, that's fantastic, man. I'm happy to hear it. Cause man, you do beautiful work.
Thank you.
And that's awesome too. That your publisher, and they're going through Diamond like that.
Yeah, well, it's not a perfect world at the moment, so you've just got to try and get your way out there to whatever outlet you can.
Yeah,
we're on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, that kind of stuff, but you just got to get everywhere, and it's important that those people that back you get something that is unique, that is not going to be reprinted. So you can go out to a general publisher and have that across the world, hopefully. But the one that your backers get, that's special, not to be repeated.
Absolutely.
So it's just a matter of spreading yourself across as big a audience as possible.
Yeah. I need to reach out to some people as well, because I want to get, again, like you said, we got the crowdfunding ones. It's the super high quality, but if there's something we could do just a little bit cheaper to get them out into people's hands, that would be great. I know a lot of us are trying to figure that out. Chris Fisk, he's doing a manga version of his book now.
Cool.
Infinite Tale Chronicles, which should be pretty damn awesome. But we all have to hustle and do different things, because everyone's choked right now. It's sad to say, but what's going on in the world has been pretty nightmarish for everyone.
Yeah, so. like we had up earlier, the arseholes are everywhere.
Yeah,
and they're ruining everything. So all you can do is do your best, fight and make new stuff, make things happen.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, dude. Thank you so much. It's a blast having you on. Like I said, anytime you want to pop in, just let me know.
Thank you. It's really nice to meet you all. It's love to see you again, Vinny. It's been a while. It's been up and down for me the last 18 months. There's been some crap happen. I've had some good times as well. I got a gig on Batman for a while, and did some stuff for Doctor Who magazine and what have you. So there was some good stuff, but there was some pretty hideous stuff happening at the same time. But it's all smoothing out now, and I'm back on the independent trail. So
that's awesome, dude.
And it's great. Thank you so much.
What's up, Steve? Steve, you should check out this guy's work. You'd absolutely love it.
Yeah,
the link's sitting in all the chats, and nobody should be able to miss it. I put it multiple times.
Hell yeah!
This is the creator that you want to read from.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, he's working on a Robert E. Howard project, so that's pretty damn epic, and just fantastic. I have a good friend who's actually friends with the Frazetta family.
Oh wow!
Grandmaster Bram Frank. He's got a pretty damn good collection. We're gonna have to get him back on soon too. He's like family, just a great individual, and one of the most dangerous badasses on the planet. he's taught like the teams that shouldn't exist in the world. He's taught like all of them across the world. It's incredible. But yeah, hell yeah. So check out all that stuff, and Stig, go take a look. I could say I do have Only Death Can Save Us. I have the first one. I was going through some stuff too, so by the time you launched that second one, I wasn't able to get my hands on it. But
no problem.
Once you get that third one going, if you have options on there for the other ones, I'll probably end up getting both of them. Because man, Russ, great guy, great talent, puts out beautiful work. Go check him out. And I love that your style, it's kind of reminiscent too of like a Buscema. It has more of that kind of meat behind it. Just great storytelling, great paneling. you know, and
Thank
just
you.
beautiful stuff all around. So thank you, man, and many blessings, and keep sending positive thoughts your way too, buddy.
Thanks for having me on. Cheers.
It
Oh,
was nice to meet you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you.
Have a
We're gonna
good
jump.
one.
Yeah, man, we're gonna jump on over to the ladies because we're gonna be doing the sign outs now. So we'll jump on over to the lovely Trina and Real Horror. We had a blast on her channel this week, but yeah, let people know what you got cooking.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. This was a fun stream. You can catch me on my YouTube channel at Real Horror, REEL. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern is when we do the movie reviews. And this coming Wednesday, I don't know if we've settled on a movie yet, but it's gonna be another watch party, which was fun. So yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern next Wednesday.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast because the options we have are really good.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
no stinkers there, and Monster Squad was a ton of fun.
it was.
So yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, go back, go check out that. That was a lot of fun.
Might
had
I
a good time.
suggest you go back and you tune us up, and then you watch the movie as we talk through it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That's watch it on another screen as you're watching this, as you have the stream playing. Yeah. Thank you, Adam. That's a good way of
You're
putting it.
welcome. It's what I do, my friend.
Right? Good
Yeah.
stuff. We'll kick it on over to Bad Take Bojan, which her takes aren't that bad.
No.
Yeah, well, there was actually a funny joke about the guys on Wednesday nights were really interacting with what Mr. Bojan had to say, and they've decided that he needs to come on YouTube as Good Take Bojan so he can take over my my role on some panels because I am just a mere woman, but
So what happens when your takes are better as him? Do you become the better take Bojan?
ooh, that would be good. I'll have to keep that
Or
one in the
best
back
take
pocket.
Bojan.
Right?
I like that. But if you guys are looking to follow me, I'm at Tina Bojan pretty much everywhere, Twitter, YouTube, and that other thing that I can't think of right now, Rumble. And if you have the means and the interest, I highly recommend seeing the movie The Shift by Angel Studios. We had an opportunity to watch the premiere last night in our local theater, and it was quite moving. So I'm not normally a religious person, but I was very, very moved by it. So, and it was actually a better explanation of the multiverse than either DC or Marvel has done within the last couple of years.
I like to hear that. That's excellent. Yeah, because we played the trailer on my channel when you brought it up, and that movie looks great.
Neil McDonough, Neil McDonough was fantastic. It was just wonderful, wonderful portrayal. Absolutely,
he's really good.
Absolutely. And if you're looking for me again, I'll be on Sporky News Podcast tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern. We're talking random.
Beautiful. That is great. Thank you so much for being on again.
Time Prophet, that's no longer called follow. That's called stalking, and we never recommend that.
Not okay.
Right? Thank you, Adam. And speaking of Adam, we'll kick it on over to him. This man, he's got quite a collection already.
Look at that beautiful wall. I like being here. I know you guys are watching the show, and I don't mind missing out on. I like listening to you and how excited you get when you're explaining it. And I just get to show off my nice wall.
Oh yeah, man! And by the way, for people who didn't know that, or they're just tuning in, or depending on what channel you're watching on, Adam, he did pick up the pieces that Stan Lee had originally bought from me. It had reverted back to the people that were working with him, including a message from Stan to me from them, which was epic, from Beyond the Grave, pretty much. And I am just so happy a friend now has both those books. So that is absolutely incredible.
Brother, it's an honor. In the way it just worked out. And again, it's a fun story to tell. We'll do it another time. We've done it a few, but we're on time. Again, Vinny was putting this book together, the art book #3. And I was watching a couple things on the eBay, and I tend to pester Vinny to make sure that it's his work because I bought a piece that wasn't. It was his work, but they just Xeroxed it off and mailed it. And, I turned them in and everything. And I showed Vinny, and and then I turned it into a beautiful piece behind my wall art that I'm working on for the collage that you don't see right now. But yeah, again, the Batman right there that Vinny did. You've got the Wolverine that's damaged. All of his other books to the right, but the Joker and the Gwen above it, the Spider Gwen. There we go. Those were the two pieces, and I originally was just looking at the Joker piece because, again, with Vinny's art, and then with the Joker and the Batman, and then I've got the Harley Quinn from another artist. I mean, I love the way that looks, and you see, I've got the animated series pieces there. So yeah, I mean, for me, it was really cool to be able to verify that that was the book. You yourself have told that story. Then I was able to prove you weren't bullshitting anybody. So anyone that didn't believe, there's the proof. And then, of course, I shared the email with you because that's what you do when you end up reaching out to the guy that's telling me the same story you've told.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Like I said,
I mean, it's just, it's good people.
There's too many people that just have tall tales and they want to be like internet famous. I've never been like that. Don't give a shit about that. If I'm telling you a story, it's because it is true.
Yeah, and I mean, I never planned on buying just books to buy, but as I have said, I don't support the mainstream anymore. The first book I bought was Stealing Solo. Jeff Hicks Project, bought that. And that was the first comic I had bought since the 90s. And then it's gone from that to Chris to you. But you and I became friends long before I even bought one book. Yeah. And that was the cool thing about it. That was totally different than this. Where most people would be like, oh, yeah, he's just there because he bought all that stuff. No, we were streaming before I'd even bought one thing.
Absolutely.
And that's the important of there are real people out here. You can make good friends out here if you find your people, you find your tribe, you find where you belong. And it's not always pushing the products. And I've said that before. It is right now because A, it's your channel, and two, we want to get this project out there. That was the whole point of the art book. And I love them. You can put it on the coffee table. Great conversation starter. Whether you like comics, art, any, sci-fi, you name it, it's in this book, man. Movie stuff, it's there. Beautiful art.
It's in all the art books. Yeah, man. Absolutely. And Adam, I thank you just a million times over. Great people, good times. Anything you want to let them know where you're going to be tonight?
Man, tonight we'll probably be with Draven. I don't think the men's room's going to happen. Seth said something about it's going to be late before he gets home, so that's probably a no-go. Saturday, I think we're doing much. Maybe more wrestling, Mario Kart. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we should all get together. And Tony mentioned wanting to watch that movie that Tina was just talking about. So maybe we can all work that in and do a watch party.
That'd be pretty cool.
So but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty open. I'm been right back here Sunday with you, and if I'm on with Pete on Monday, for Etep Place to Be Reviews, great. Some GI Joe talk looks fun. I don't know. We're always having so much fun, dude. The days are running together. The nights are too short. But always fun coming here with you guys.
Iceman Modeler, he says that you spent all your ZZ Top money on that room.
Hey, this is what happens after you raise your kids and they grow up and go away, and you got like your granddaughter. Like all of this is for my granddaughter when I pass. Like every bit of it, it all goes to her.
Wow.
This is a room that you guys that have seen this room, go back and check out the previous toy streams and some stuff where I've shown off some of the stuff I've got.
Yeah,
it all goes to my granddaughter. She's gonna be
Adam is going all Bill Murray on the freaking grandkids. He's like, there will be no financial compensation, but there'll be plenty of artwork.
Yes,
I am so jealous, Adam, because I am like 7 months away from there until my youngest, who I absolutely love and adore and is brilliant, decided he's going for his doctorate.
Wow.
So I got about 6 more years now.
See, you did a good job. Your kids are doing good stuff.
Cheers.
That's fantastic. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. William Palmieri, he was on last night. We had a blast over on that Thursday stream. If you haven't seen it, go check out the Rumble side of it. He was even doing some parkour stuff. He's a parkour teacher when he's not doing his regular work. Great dude, awesome supporter as well. So hell yeah, man. And yeah, last night was a blast. So awesome.
What's up, Zombie Box Reviews?
What's up, guys? But yeah, we're gonna kick it on over to the guinea pig himself, Tommy. Let them know what you got going on.
if I let people know what's going on, I'm afraid I'm going to have to kill every last one of you. It's top secret, and nobody can know what we're doing. And you're not going to get any tall tales here because guinea pigs don't have tails. So, nah.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. I said good.
Having fun. Real quick, I want to say it's one of those things we've all talked about, the YouTube nonsense, and I recently had one of my videos somehow sneak past the shadow ban that YouTube has me under because they absolutely despise me. I am the most hated guinea pig on YouTube, apparently for a good reason. I'm still not 100% sure what the reason is. YouTube wanted to come at me years ago, and I've ever since gone right back at them and nibbled back at them. But recently, I did have one of my BattleBot videos slip past the blockade, and it did numbers that none of my other regular videos have done before. Like a regular video, I usually don't see over 1,000 some odd views on it. And I guess it got into some of the groups that are into the Hexbug BattleBots, and all of a sudden I started getting more requests and everything. So guys, if you enjoy that shit, always remember to leave a comment on there, drop a like on there. This is some of the things that's going to help me break past the nonsense that YouTube has stranglehold on my channel. I want to get out there. I want to interact with more people that are into that stuff. I mean, if anything could ever take off in a way, I would love to be able to host freaking the Hexbug BattleBot tournaments here at my house for people that have those damn things and they want to compete. That would be absolutely great. And of course, I was doing the toy reviews and everything else. Going to be over there, of course, as Adam mentioned, on Etep for the G.I. Joe stream on Monday. That's going to be a lot of damn fun. And if you guys missed it, be sure to check out the Tuesday stream I had on my channel where we had Star Wars. Vinny was there. Etep was there. Adam was there. There were so many great people there. We were talking about our love for the old Star Wars. Steve had popped in for a little while his internet had lasted, and we had a blast.
Yeah, we
talking about old school Star Wars and completely ignoring the shit that we can't stand in Disney. As a matter of fact, at one point I told people, keep it out of the conversation or I'll boot the whole panel.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, no, it was a great time for sure, and a fantastic tribute to your friend JJ, another good dude. And guys, if you haven't seen it, there's plenty of stuff to watch tonight with everything we've been telling you and where to find everyone. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, come back here at 9 p.m. on Sunday, and we're gonna continue some fun conversations. For now, we're gonna go out on. I know a lot of these say Rumble only. But I still want to play some. We'll go out on Elon with his special message to Bob Iger. Everyone, please have a great night. Much love. Be kind to one another. Kick ass what you create, but don't take shit from no one.
Das Vidania.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail you with money, go fuck yourself. But go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.